etc. And then they introduced their assets, where you're able to actually use stuff when you were part of the outfit, and you actually carried more weight to it now because you were able to do things, and instead of just like being part of a group where there was really not much to it other than just the grouping. Now there was war assets and a lot more stuff actually mattered when you were in an outfit, and there was ranking systems and all that. So that actually brought even more people together. But then over time, guys, we all saw that the game actually didn't go as planned. We saw the good sides and downsides of the video game throughout the years. When it had its development, even when it had its development, guys, toxicity was through the roof. It's just how a lot of MMOs are. You can't control how people are, or what people say, or what they do. But even then, through all the the chaos, we were able to find each other, guys, and like-minded individuals, even people who are not so like-minded, but we can still tolerate each other and have a good-ass time. Some of you guys are fucking asshats, but we still know how to fucking party, guys. And some people might say that about me, too. In the beginning, I had a lot of patience, guys, and some of you guys saw my patience were thin. We all have our lives outside of the game. We all have things that we go through, and yet we are all still here. We made time out of our day to be here. Not only today, but all the years that have gone by. Even if it's not consistent, even if it's just every now and then, it shows that you guys care enough to, take the time and do something like this. So it means a lot to me and to the people around you guys. And I hope it means something to you too, guys. Because at the end of the day, no matter the circumstances of what you do, or, whatever the case may be, I play video games to escape from my reality outside of the world I live in as my free time, guys. It's a hobby of mine. I've been doing it for many years, and it's something I like to do. And when there's a community behind that where you could do these things with other players, I think it's a beautiful thing. And not only that, we're doing this online in game, guys. These fellowships could carry elsewhere if people actually decided to. And that's the great thing about communities, is that no matter how they form, friendships are made. So that being said, we have more people joining us here. Thank you guys for joining us. We're currently having a community meeting. For those of you that did not know, we're at the sanctuary. If you do want to come join in and actually participate in here with us, or you could just stand by and listen to what we are doing. I'm going to make a Charlie squad before I continue speaking, so we could actually have more people join us because we're currently full. Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to find a Charlie squad leader for us.
I can do it if you want.
Can you make me Charlie lead?
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
DJ, you are Charlie squad leader. Please make sure that when you are on platoon chat and you're about to name the squad, let me know. When you're actually ready to name the Charlie squad, please call it this. Just name it Community Meeting, the Charlie Squad. That's it. Community Meeting. So the three squad names are as Alpha Squad starts for the Sovereignty, Bravo Squad is as the years goes by, and then Charlie Squad is Community Meeting. Once that's set up, we can have more people join in on the platoon here publicly instead of actually sending them invites. I'm going to be sending people over to Charlie now so we can open up space in the other two squads. Once again, we're at Sanctuary, folks. The base that you spawn in every time you log in the game. Alright, Charlie Squad is made and it's set up. All platoons are now even. Going back onto the subject I was speaking of. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight. Now, the players that we have met along the way, folks, as you can see around you, some of you guys have different tags here. And regardless of that, we are still together. The community does not just mean the people who are part of our outfit. at this point, guys, we have made players part of this community regardless of their tags. And at first it was very tight, where it was basically people with a very closed circle, just people who we knew for the first couple of years, and it was just like that for a while, guys. And then from there, I saw that people from, regardless of the tags, they didn't care anymore. So I just decided that, hey, let's make a group chat open to the public, and just decided to start inviting people that we would normally see active with us throughout the years, and it became something bigger than what we are as 10x. We are now something bigger than just the 10x tag. We play other games together. We communicate outside of the game. We share media, memories with each other, all types of stuff, guys. It's great. So that being said, we're gathering here tonight on Planetside. Hey, Dizzy, nice to see you, sir. We're currently at Sanctuary. I've already started the meeting, but you're not too late. You can come join us here. Nice to see you again.
I'm here.
So that being said, folks, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I want to try to carry what we have for as long as we can, because when Planetside is not around anymore, guys, a lot of you might start going your own way. Some of you guys I only actually actively see on Planetside, so that's why I wanted to make the meeting on Planetside. So that way, the people who are only here when we're on Planetside, you guys have to hear what I have to say about what's going on. Some of you guys who have been with us gaming throughout the years, just solely on Planetside, I look at you as part of our community just as much as the people who game with us outside of the game. So that's why I wanted to gather here tonight and actually just explain this and remind you guys that we are much more than a community that's just in-game. We're also outside doing other stuff, guys. So we have a PlayStation. I have to be careful saying that word, because when I say it, my PS5 starts talking to me. So we have a PS. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know why. I said that word right now, and then it stopped my mic, and my PlayStation started talking to me. It's so strange. But we have a PS community chat, guys, that actually might be full. So I will be making room for people who are actually going to be active, instead of accounts just taking up space. So I'm going to clear that out and make some space for more active players who are actually willing to join and be a part of that. Otherwise, you guys could just communicate with us through our Discord that we also have available. You could just message me and I'll invite you to the Discord. That's just two ways that you can communicate with us outside of game: Discord and our PSN group chat. Now, I do want you guys to be a part of that if you're not already, because that's pretty much how we actually communicate and do stuff out game. So in order for you to even participate in stuff like that, you would have to be part of those two things. Otherwise, it's going to be hard for you to just find us online and get invited to our party chats, even without you being in our group chat. If it's full, we could always invite you just to the party chats that we have open. Now, as far as just the recap that I went over here as the years go by, I want to also talk about the state of the game. Right now, the state of the game, guys, is really not good. The population is tremendously low, and it has been getting lower and lower over the years. Now, we have reached a steady limit where we actually receive about 200 to maybe even sometimes 300 players on good days during prime time hours. As a whole, if you actually look at Physio, I think the last time I checked, like a month ago, it said there was around 400, I think around 400 monthly active players that actually log into the game, which is still pretty bad, but it's still enough to actually keep doing what we're doing, guys. As you can see, we log on, we have fun. Sometimes we get our ass kicked and we're miserable. But other than that, you still try to make the fun out of it. And even then, guys, even in the bad days, we still find something to do to occupy our time. So it's enough to keep things manageable and steady. Now, you're going to hear people talking shit, like, I'm sure you guys saw those asshats in the Yell chat earlier talking their shit, and that's just an example of just online games. You're going to hear people throw in their banter, their negative opinions, and we just look past those, right? And we just keep on trucking, we keep on moving forward. That's what makes a community a community. There's going to be people who are part of our community, guys. You guys saw all the drama we went throughout the years, who will cause us trouble, not in the beginning, who will say that they are a friend, who will say that they care about us, etc., and then do some racist shit down the road. That's just not part of online gaming, guys. That's a part of life. it's part of human nature. People switch up over time, but the people who don't are the solid folks. And some of you guys here, if not all of you guys here, are the solid ones because you've been around through the thick and thin. And that's what, and I do appreciate that. And I'm sure the other guys around you appreciate that too. So, now the state of the game, since it's not too pretty, folks, we have been doing what we can to trying to keep things alive. Even then, it's not enough. I used to be very involved with the Planetside community. Some of you guys have seen over the years, being part of Discords, organizing events, doing what I can even furthermore, but now just the state of the game is so bad, and players, even when we did do that, it caused a burnout, so people didn't even want to be a part of that anymore. People who joined us, they got burnt out because it was repetitive over time, and you could only do so much for so long doing the same thing over and over again, guys. So, that's why a lot of players did not last in this game. And some people who are here today don't even play this game actively with us, but decided to join us here because they remember all the good times that we had together. So, that's always nice to see, but to keep these guys around, it just goes back to what I'm saying earlier. There has to be something different to do. Otherwise, it's just the same old every time, guys. So, in order for us to even switch things up just a tad bit, to make a slight difference in the small community that we have left in game, is I decided that we are actually going to try to do a ops, at least, maybe, not even like, it doesn't have to be on schedule, it could just be something that we decide to do every now and then. We go on the TR and the NC every now and then, just to do exactly what we do here on Vanu, just on the TR and NC. Some of you guys might be thinking, why on earth would we do that? Well, in order for us to actually keep this game striving and alive and well, we have to have other people in the game aside just from us, guys. We cannot just rely on the people that we meet with in Vanu. We have to start reaching out to the folks who have been in NC, who have been in the TR for all these years, and who are slowly giving up because there's no more communities left. There's nothing left to do. The communities that are over there could be extremely toxic, at least from what I've heard, or very small, or nothing like what we have here. And we want to give them a taste on what they've been missing out, or what they could be a part of. So that's my idea behind this, guys, that I want to go over to the TR and organize a platoon and just simply play the game how we would play on here, just on a different faction. Talk how we would talk on here, just on a different faction. It's all the same, just different colors. So I want to do that so I could remind these players and show them, and even see some of the new players, that there's more people out there that care. But I need your guys' help to do that when we do it. So when we go on to the TR, when we go on to the NC, like I said, very not oftenly, just every now and then, we are going to need your help when we do that. So I want you guys to log on with me that day, show up, and participate, even if it's just for an hour. And we can meet some of these TR guys and some of these NC guys, and start communicating with them. And then maybe, hell, they join Vanu. Or even if they don't, they join our community, and they start playing other games with us. And we have more people to be a part of something. So that's why, that's my idea behind that. And I wanted to gather you guys here to let you know on my plan. And aside from that, going on to the topic where we're going to start playing other games together, in which we have been over the years, we're going to be doing this in a different manner, where we actually organize game sessions properly, where we go on the Discord, we go on to the Discord and to the PSN group chat, and we set out a date and time to log on and to what game we're going to be playing, etc., etc. But it all comes down to timing for a lot of you guys, including myself. I'm a busy guy, and I still make time for video games. So I know you guys do too. So I want to make sure that we all have our schedules intact, and that's why I want to be organizing these operations for other games when we actually do them, and not just like all the time. There could be days where we're just, anybody just happens to be playing something, and at random somebody makes a party, and you guys start joining and start playing other games. That's perfectly fine. That's what we've been doing already. But there's also going to be something added on top of that, where we organize game sessions that are on schedule. So that way you guys have time to actually, pick a date that you're going to come and join us. So that's another opportunity for you folks as well there. So that being said, I pretty much covered all the things that I wanted to cover with you folks. And Metlin Gun actually wanted to talk to you guys about some things here as well. Metlin Gun, what say you?
He said bro's gambling while during the meeting.
Bro's gambling during the meeting? Who the hell?
I need the implant, Mark. I need a new implant. He's got to get those implants, man.
You fellas could have stand still for 1 second and you started gambling your lives away over there. Jesus Christ.
I paid attention, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much, I paid attention. I heard everything. Even though I was doing something else, I heard everything and was paying as good attention as I could.
Fair enough, fellas.
This is how some of us are wired, unfortunately.
No, I ordered a number 8.
I will say, try to make a list of some of the games we have access to, and just make a list so that we can all see it. We can see it, and it's easier to keep track of.
Yes.
Make a list of them. Because there's a lot of games we can have. There's a lot of games that go perfect for 10x, and then there's some games that we just don't have. A lot of people don't have yet, where it would be great for 10x. So I plan on making a list just for you guys, just so you can keep track of what we have.
Right, yeah, that's right.
Freaking GTA 6 comes out, that's gonna be a good game to...
Horizon 5, I'm genuinely hyped for that.
For sure, fellas.
Mel wanted to say something, so I didn't...
Well, I'm not sure if he's gonna type it out or actually mic up. Martin again?
Nah, I'm here. Okay.
So...
As your unofficial community manager, I would like to go over a few things regarding the events we've been doing the last few months. The one in December and January both had a lot of backing behind them, especially from our PC player Raiden, who's been helping with promotion and stuff. He was able to get posted those graphics that were made, both in the official Planetside Discord, but he's taken a step back and he's going to be moving back to, he's going to come back during the summer and he'll help back then, but right now we have an event planned for March. Instead of it being a normal clash, we're going to be having a armor-based one, so Colossus tanks, armor columns, all that sort of stuff. But apart from that, with those events, they have too much time between them, which gives people the time to move on, which we don't want because we want to hold on to the population that we have. But so between these larger events, I've been talking with Warlorded and a few of the other people in the event server, and we've been talking about how we want to do smaller events during those months or just times between the larger ones, maybe just some events between 2 or 3 outfits. I don't know, like we used to do with the pirate stuff and RCCA, something like that. If we could do something like that, it'd be appreciated, but it all depends because we haven't set that up yet.
Yes.
Although we have those things and everything, I plan to stick around for the long run, and I hope all of you do too. So, That's all I had to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Melangun. Yeah, Melangun's been a big part of our community for many years, helping people across all factions, guys. He's one of the cross-faction players, playing more on Vanu nowadays, so that's why you see him more here. Taking a big part of our community, helping us out through the years. We also have the people who've been around over the years, who've been around since day one. I'm glad he actually joined us here. Perfect example. Vessel is actually one of the OG outfit organizers called AT&T. He's one of the folks who actually created one of the legacy outfits in game when the game first started, and it's been around ever since. That's a perfect example that I was speaking about earlier of people who've been around since day one, and they've been trying to keep this game alive ever since, just by simply just playing the game. That's it. That's doing their part, guys. They're actively still here, even if they take their breaks. Like people like from Void, some of the old Void guys even came back, and they started actively playing the game again. So nowadays, when you log on, you're going to see Void squads, AT&T, 10X squads, and those are pretty much going to be the main active ones that actually have some alpha members online and some communication and organization going through. And then you have some of the smaller groups that you might see pop up every now and then. But consistently, it's always been at least 2 or 3 groups that have been keeping things up and going for all these years. So it brings me great pleasure that these folks are still around, and people like Metlingum exist to actually help and care and throw in their 2 cents. So, and the people like you guys that come into the game and who play actively, and even people who don't, that just show up to throw in their 2 cents to show that they still care. So it means a lot to me and to the people of Planetside. So I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you guys for hearing me out. Thank you for taking the time and for all that you do. And I really hope that we could continue to make more memories together. And that's why I wanted you guys to be a part of something that's not just involving in our game that we play, that brought us together, but outside of that as well. So when the time comes, guys, and it's time to go, I want you guys to be there as well. Alright? Well, cheers to you all, and let's head over to the continent so we could actually start going over to the fight.
Hey guys, I'm here.
Hey, Limbo.
Yo, you have done Skull Limbo, bro? Oh my god, this guy.